What do women really want? This is a question as old as time, one that has been debated for centuries across many different conversations, different podcasts, all aimed to answer this one question. But I think I've finally come to the answer. It's not how much money you make. It's not how popular you are. It's not the car you drive. It's not even how good looking you are or how good of shape you're in. It is... Before we get into answering this question, this video is sponsored by Manscaped. I'm just kidding, bro. There's no sponsor in this video. So, to answer this question, the single most important thing that a woman is looking for in a man, which took me years, lots of failures, and lots of trial and error to figure out, is how much fun she has around you. Now, I'm sure you've heard that song before, Girls Just Wanna Have Fun. And there is so much truth to that. I thought forever, it's about how attractive you are. It's about how confident you are. It's about how good of shape you're in. And yeah, that stuff all still will help you out, right? All that stuff we talk about on this channel and that we're focused on improving as young men, that will help you become more attractive. But here's the deal. It doesn't matter how good looking you are. It doesn't matter how confident you are. If a girl doesn't have fun when she goes out on a date with you, if she's not having a good time, right? You could be so confident, you could be good looking, you could have all those traits, but if you're just boring as a rock, then nothing else really matters. And this all starts with the frame that you bring into the date. I remember I used to always go into first dates thinking to myself, I have to make this girl my girlfriend. What questions am I gonna ask her? How am I gonna get her to like me back? And the whole time I would be so serious, right? Such like a serious look on my face that the date wouldn't feel fun. Like I'd be going on the date all stressed out and worried, which would make me awkward, not as confident. I wouldn't be smiling as much and having a good time. And it's like, bro, no wonder you struggled so much because you were so focused on the end goal. You were so focused on getting the relationship, on all these things. But here's the deal. What I've learned is that when you frame a date in the way where you're saying to yourself, I'm just gonna have fun, I'm just gonna focus on having a good time, that's what leads to the date actually going well. And it first starts with picking an activity that you're gonna go have fun with, right? If you wouldn't normally go and do something by yourself or with friends, don't go do that for a date. Like, don't go do some bullshit activity that you're not gonna enjoy. No, go do something that you would already be doing for fun and just invite her to go do that. Maybe you enjoy going bowling. You wanna go get ice cream. You wanna go for a hike. You wanna go for a walk around the city at like a pretty park, right? Something you would already do in your free time. Go take her to do that. Now, some guy's gonna be saying, shouldn't you do something that the girl's gonna have fun with, that she's gonna enjoy? And that's partially true. You should do something that she's gonna enjoy as well, right? Because you guys wanna have mutual interests. But you shouldn't be optimizing to do what she likes to do, because then you're not gonna be in as good of a mood, right? Don't watch some like stupid ass movie that you're not gonna enjoy just because she's gonna wanna go do it. Don't go take her on a date that she wants to go do, but you don't wanna go do, because then you're not gonna have as good of a time. And it's all about, does she associate being around you with positive feelings, with laughing and having a good time? Because if she does, you will be the guy who she starts to chase. But if you're that guy who's so serious and so focused on the relationship and how do I lock her down to a commitment, that's gonna make you be super unattractive and super serious, which girls just don't like. Now, I know some guy's gonna say, but women want a man who's super masculine and serious. And I think that in some ways, yes, right? Having that masculine personality is good for your own personal growth, right? Because that stuff's all important, right? Your masculinity, being a man, being strong, being stoic, that's good in certain scenarios. And you should have that edge to yourself, right? So when you go into a relationship, you have a frame and you're not some weak soy boy. No, you have a backbone, right? You're masculine, you're confident, but you need to also have that side of your personality who can have fun, who can make a joke, who can tease her, who can laugh, who can have a good time. When I think of like the perfect example, think of someone like James Bond, right? When you see, and I know it's a movie, but it still applies to real life. When you see James Bond in the movies, right? he's not so serious. Like, yeah, he is serious when he's going on his own missions and he's accomplishing his goals and he's doing all that. But when he's with a girl, right, he's teasing her, he's laughing, he's smiling. I think that is actually the perfect example for how you should be as a man. I think you should be confident, you should be masculine, but you should still have that fun and exciting personality. Because the truth is, if all you're doing is just, oh yeah, David Goggins grind mode, oh, who's gonna carry the boats, right? That's good for your own masculine self-improvement. But girls do not find that very attractive. That's not what excites them. At the end of the day, it's about being a man who excites the girl that he's with. When you go on a date, do you plan something that's fun, that's exciting? One of the biggest tips I could give you for a first date is go do multiple things. Go take her to go get some ice cream, then go for a walk, then go for a hike, then go do something, like go do multiple things in one date. Have this fun experience instead of just taking her to one boring ass dinner place or going to see one boring ass movie, right? Go do multiple things. Do you text her the same boring ass questions every single day and ask the same things and do the same thing every single time? Or do you mix it up? Do you text her at random times? Do you take her to different places for dates, right? It's all about being a man who excites the girl, who isn't super predictable, who's unpredictable. That's what women really want. So with all that being said, keep doing all of the self-improvement stuff because it will 100% lead to you improving your dating life. I'm a walking example of that, right? I started going to the gym, got in better shape, improved my confidence, became a better version of myself, and I have a better dating life because of it. So bro, trust me, if someone like me can do it, you can do it too, okay? You're no exception to that. But also, focus on the energy that you bring into your dating life. Don't be super serious. Don't be, so focused on the commitment, on the relationship, and, being all serious. Because that's not what women want. Women just want to have a good time. And the life philosophy that I've always lived by is, if you're not having fun doing something, what's even the point, okay? If you're living life in this serious way where you're never smiling, you're not laughing, what's even the point of being alive, right? You should have a good time. You should be having fun. And dating is no exception to that. And the funny thing is, when you more focus on having fun and not as much on the relationships, the commitment, you will actually end up getting the relationship. You'll end up getting the girlfriend. But when you're so focused on the relationship, the commitment, on locking her down, you won't get the relationship. So just focus on having fun, go into a date with that right fun mindset, and I guarantee you, you will have so much more success. And if you're like younger me, you're struggling with your dating life, right? Maybe you're not getting a lot of attention from women right now, or you do get attention, but when you go on a date, it just doesn't go well. Go to the top link in the description. That's where you can book a free one-on-one call with me, and I'd love to chat with you, get you help achieving those results that you want in your dating life, because at the end of the day, I think every single young man deserves that. And if you take the right actions, if you do the right things, you can 100% get to being that best version of yourself. So I'd love to help you out. I'll see you for the next video, bro.